Hello my friends, welcome once again to the Drunken Celts with me, Baltic. Now today I'm going to be doing the top 5 PS4 exclusives. Now obviously this is due to change, well I hope it's due to change with some great exclusives due out this year, such as, well, just round the corner we've got Days Gone, then hopefully Ghost of Tsushima, and somewhere looming on the horizon, possibly one of the best games ever, hopefully Last of Us 2. Anyway, for now we'll stick with what's available on the system, and of course these are my personal picks. So number 5, one of the very first games released on the PlayStation 4 was Resogun. Now this game is the video game equivalent of fucking crack cocaine. It is immensely addictive and hugely satisfying once you get into the groove of the actual gameplay. It's a unique take on the 2D side-scrolling spaceship shooter. And you can actually even play co-op with it, but even just as a single player experience, it is fucking amazing. As I say, it's a side-scrolling shooter, but you actually go around 360 degrees on a whole planet. It's got various enemy waves, a lovely boost mechanic that you can actually boost through enemies, and that actually builds up your boost, so you can end up chaining loads of waves of enemies together. It feels oh so fucking satisfying. The graphics, again, being an early PlayStation game, you might think, oh no, the graphics won't hold up. Trust me, they hold up. And the soundtrack, again, in this fucking thing is phenomenal. Now, the only thing people may say is it's a bit short, but because of the type of game it is, it's like endless replayability factors. It really is gameplay on a knife edge once you get so far into the scores, and that's what you need in this. You need to be chasing your score, even better with some friends there to compete against. But honestly, one of my favourite fucking games of all time, I would say. Housemart really outdone themselves with this one. So if you've not checked it out, and I know a lot of PS4 owners probably haven't, get Resogun, check it. If you like any type of addictive arcade gameplay shooter thing, this game will not disappoint. It still really holds up well today. Phenomenal. So that'll take us on to number 4, and that's Spider-Man. Just released last year. This swings straight into the top 5, no problem at all. As I say, the mechanics in this game, again, they've really nailed the whole swinging and the combat of Spider-Man. It suits them so well. The motion in this game, Insomniac have done a brilliant job. Really puts you in that role of Spider-Man. You can zip from side to side in the city. Again, the open world map is big, but not too big as to be overwhelming. The objectives and pacing of the stories, I think, are really nice, the way it opens up and stuff. I've still to actually complete it, but I'm right near the end, and I know for a fact this is going to be in my top 5 once, unless it goes utter shite at the end, but I'll hopefully not. Judging for other reviews and stuff, it certainly doesn't anyway. As I say, special highlights to the movement, the combat, the graphics as well. Oh my god, it's the best superhero game out there, maybe apart from the first Arkham Knight. You know, that was revolutionary at the time, but Spider-Man, I think, has taken it to the next level and gave you a really good licensed game, which used to be rare enough back in the day anyway. But if for some reason you like those type of games and you haven't checked it out already, I can highly recommend Spider-Man. Now, number 3, that's Uncharted 4. Now, I know some people don't think this is one of the best games in the series. I think you're fucking daft. Uncharted 4 is a tour de force action adventure. Let's Indiana Jones it right up. It's amazing. It's got a really nice twist, or a couple of nice twists in it. People complained it was too long. My fucking god, you can't satisfy Nacon, can you? The only thing I would complain is they showed one of the best scenes at E3, but what can you do? You know, kinda spoiled it a bit, but I'm mega fucking sensitive when it comes to spoilers, do you know what I mean? So that's it. But as I say, the conclusion, or the so-called conclusion of Nathan Drake's story, takes you all around the world again. Look, amazing locations. You even get to play a level of Crash Bandicoot in it. Sorry for spoilers. All sorts of stuff you can do in this game. As I say, the combat is probably the best in the series. The story, I thought it was really good, right up there on par with 2, I think. And actually, having recently replayed most of them, I would say Uncharted 4 probably top 2. Yeah, top 2. Lost Legacy as well, the expansion of Uncharted 4. If you're looking for a shorter experience, go for that. It really tightens it up. I think you can get through that in about 8 hours. But back to Uncharted 4, as I say, total adventure. They've brought the combat up to scratch. The movement in that game as well is great. You've got stealth mechanics, as I say, the exploration in it, the graphics are absolutely phenomenal, and plus you get to go to Scotland. What more can I say? You cannot beat that. Good multiplayer. One wee drawback I would say is the loot box shite that they've got fucking all on the multiplayer. I don't like that in any game, but in Uncharted 4 case I'm willing to overlook it because you can earn enough with just playing the game, and it's not a total fucking grind. It's actually really fun. We've just recently reinstalled it all and we've had a great time jumping back into the multiplayer, so it's still active and going to this day. But it's a one-player story. It's absolutely epic. I don't think there's many stories quite as epic as Uncharted 4, so give that one a shot if you haven't already. Now that brings us on to number 2, and that is Bloodborne. Yes, the infamous creator of the Dark Souls series from Software's trip down into the kind of gothic style. Absolutely incredible game. It was a really tight one between this and my number 1 pick, which I think you should know by now. But Bloodborne almost got it. As I say, it's a totally engrossing, atmospheric, hard as nails game, but still accessible enough. I think if you stick with it, you'll get there. I recently noticed that only about 25% of people actually completed this game, and that's a travesty because you really need to see this thing through to the end. Some of the best boss battles anywhere in gaming, some of the best weapons in any Souls or kind of game like that. Kirk Hammer, can I fucking hear the Kirk Hammer? The DLC, I mean, Bloodborne would stand in number 2 or number 1 without the DLC. Add that DLC in, oh my god, ramps up the challenge. The new weapons you get are incredible. What more can I say about Bloodborne that's not already been said? If you want to freak yourself out in some nice, really solid gameplay, fucking the enemies in that game will disturb you. I mean, they'll disturb your dreams, disturb your sleep, you know. Really good enemy design. The lore's there if you want to go looking for it. As I say, the NPCs, the wee twists and story that you get, the fucking utter confusingness of the whole fucking experience, and of course it's got that patented prepare to die gameplay, you know. But yep, check that out if you've not already, and if you have played it and not completed it, go back to it, man. On you go, even if you need to do a run. One of the few games I actually ran through this about 2 or 3 times almost by the time I'd played it all. That was another great thing about it, is the co-op. I know when it launched it had some problems with getting in games, but 6 months down the line all that was sorted, the loading times were sorted, and now if you go to play it now, it is a fantastic game, a 10 out of 10 every day of the week. That brings us on to the number 1 PlayStation 4 exclusive, and really it should be no surprise, that is God of War. The fantastic God of War kind of reboot, just released last year. Follows the story of Kratos and his son, and takes you into the Greek mythology. Absolutely amazing. They've smashed this game out of the park. Another 10 out of 10, unquestionable. The reason this got the top spot over Bloodborne is I feel like it's a bit more accessible for people. I know Bloodborne and maybe put a few people off, and plus it's got like one of the most engrossing, engaging stories in any video game ever. Full stop. That's it. The combat in this game is so refined and so well executed. it sets a new bar, a new standard for third-person action games.
My mother
if
made
you
it
ask
for me.
me. The graphics as well here, totally immersive, beautiful locations. It really gives you the God of War feeling, you know, the epic, grandiose landscapes. Some of the battles in this game, oh my god. The first time you meet the stranger, that's a moment that will stick with me until I'm on my fucking deathbed.
Beyond your own.
What I mean? I cannot wait for the sequel, and there's definitely a sequel coming. But if you like any kind of action game, story games like that, and you have not played God of War, if you don't own a PlayStation, I would even say this is worth buying a PlayStation just to play God of War. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. Absolutely entertaining. Great twists in the story, brilliant characters the whole way through. The exploration is fantastic.
Can you kill someone?
Not much more I can say that hasn't already been said about this game. Is 10 out of 10 from loads of places, and definitely a 10 out of 10 for me. That's why I didn't bother reviewing it really, because what can you say? I'm going to just agree with everybody. But that's my number one. Let me know if there's any other PlayStation exclusives out at the moment that you think should be on the top 5, or let me know your top 5s in the comments. Would Demon Souls get in there? Anybody like, what was it? No, not Injustice, for fuck's sake. I can't even remember it. The first Insomniac, I guess that game will only get in it then. You can tell me what I'm thinking about later. But that'll wrap it up for this 5. I'm fucking blethering on and on. Remember, like, share, hit subscribe, all that other shit. And that'll do it. Okay? Catch you.
There's only one person who can get you where you need to go. They call me Mimir, smartest man alive. First, you need to cut off my head.
Wait, what?